Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, December 10, 2021. You would be feeling in constant competition, therefore, there are difficult days to exceed your own goals. Now you would ignite your ideas so that you change your energy and do not feel in bad times. Possibly you would have to feel the waning moon in you to release you from strong blocks. Everything that means loads, they would move away from you today. Do not doubt for a single moment that everything that would make you feel that you have little chance to feel in good energy would move away from you without hesitation. Today you have the desire and energy to make the transition from Libra to Scorpio much lighter than you thought. Continue standing. You make everything easier when you decide that no anomaly comes before you to achieve any goal that you have set for yourself. That's why. Now it is the trine between Mercury and Mars, the one that makes you feel good so that you keep an eye on everything that comes as a gift for you to this day. In a way, we are all unbelievers. And you are no exception. Today, you can receive some financial offers. They will come through the mail or from a vendor with good arguments. Here you must trust your instincts. Much of what they will offer you will be too good to be true. However, at the other extreme, what they will offer you will be genuine. There is a passion in the air that will match all this integrity. You could go further if you allow yourself to be more daring. Think about it. Your pessimism makes you lose points and prevents you from exceeding your limits. Avoid seeing everything in black and allow yourself a rest period. You might find it a bit difficult to put up with the arrogance of some of the eccentricity of others. Often, flexibility is not your strong point. So focus on your activities without seeking confrontation, risking unnecessary tensions that are harmful to your popularity. Your need for independence is heightened, but your emotional relationships can be tarnished by quarrels or distance. Your fiery attitude can also push you to overdo it. Remember that all excess is bad for you. Following the health race, you would now have to go through a series of tests that are not necessarily so strenuous as to make you feel that everything would be found against you. However, you would have eliminated a couple of things that are not functional for you and allowed new alternatives that make you feel in physical balance. Today you might come across several people who work in the health field, probably at a social event. You could learn a lot from them, especially when it comes to new technologies. Today you feel very sociable and you are likely to attract new friends. You could also make some very lucky professional contacts. Listen carefully to what they have to say. It could make a big difference to you. Be careful of yourself if you were planning on tinkering or embarking on any gardening operations today. Manual activities are strongly discouraged because of the unfavorable conjecture of Mercury coming out of the 4th house and placing your astral sky at the center of its dissonances. The possibility of a domestic accident is not to be excluded, and you will have to exercise vigilance and prudence to thwart the traps resulting from this particularly pernicious climate towards you. Overcoming is the right word for you to realize how important knowledge is when you have to make difficult decisions. Now that you have understood, you would finally have the opportunity to look ahead and not feel that everything would be against you. Therefore, the number 8 in your favor means that you have to abbreviate your processes and projects, being more active. Today you could decide to make a risky financial move. You may be ready to put your money in mutual funds or stocks. If you have been doing research, you will be excited to invest in a certain company. Or maybe you are considering investing money in a personal venture. The time has come to make your money work for you. So don't be afraid to jump in and get things started. But be sure to discuss your plans with a close friend you trust. Your sensitivity prevents you from being credible with investors, and they risk going elsewhere. You'll have to learn to be straightforward if you want to make good deals these days. It is not always easy to be ruthless, but it is necessary sometimes. If there were a few clouds, quickly the sky cleared up, as a bonus and offer you can't refuse. You prefer to talk about it with your family circle, who approves. The stars play benevolent, everything seems to smile on you. That love does not hurt you, it is better that you put your well-being, focus in a good way. Sometimes some experiences make you vulnerable, others stronger, but finally you would be feeling that you have at your disposal the magic of whoever wants to be with you in the best sense without being concerned about a topic that is to be enjoyed and not the opposite. It is the trine between Mercury and Mars, the one that would keep you in the best way. Today you will spend a lot of time reading about distant and interesting places, and you will feel the yearning to get on a plane to get to know them. This will also inspire you to be especially creative, and you can play around with some new ideas. Relationships with others, particularly partners and friends, will be wonderfully satisfying. Increased communication will create a strong sense of intimacy. Mars plays with your stubbornness in wanting to escape conflict by pitting yourself against a hot-tempered partner. This quarrelsome atmosphere prompts you to look outside your home for an accomplice soul, capable of understanding your desire for escape and tranquility. It is with a sympathetic Taurus that you should find some comfort. Single, you are the center of all attention and all desires. If you take some vanity from it, you don't seem to be captivated by your circle of admirers. Now that everything is put into good energy, you would have a unique scope, and as rarely, you would fight for a chance to leave the unpredictable things behind. It is a good time to not give up and get the solutions to be given in trees and not the other way around. The waning moon would be your ally, so you can have a good work streak now. You may feel anxious so that your life today is perfect. But you may have to accept that it may still take a little longer. You can get excited about a project for the house, such as a remodel or redecoration. Don't rush through these jobs, or you could end up frustrated by the result. You may want to use some of that overflow of energy in the gym, where it can do you good. This aspect of Jupiter prompts you to bluff. Sometimes a little lie can be beneficial because it can open doors hitherto inaccessible. Unfortunately, in your case, your fault will quickly be exposed and you will pay a heavy price. Have you lied on your CV to your tax office or your boss? Ouch! Here you are, toasted, in the broadest sense of the term. Your professional network does not take long to discover your deception. You will pay the cost of a tax adjustment or even the loss of your job. Under the influence of Neptune, you let yourselves be devoured entirely by the fire of creation. Your family, friends, co-workers, and spouse may call you endlessly. You don't have time for them. A passion consumes you and makes you a stranger to everything. Ascendant Pisces, you are so wrapped up in your new activity that you forget your responsibilities. Telling you to change would be pointless. Your imaginary world is an essential part of your personality.